Mount Rushmore may be South Dakota's best-known carving of U.S. presidents, but the state is actually home to many presidential statues.
You can find one at nearly every intersection in downtown Rapid City. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Sydney Thorson talks with the co-founder of the Cities of Presidents Project about why they were created.
Following George Floyd's death, many statues have come down, but that hasn't happened in South Dakota. Every president is still standing proud in Rapid City. President Barack Obama was the most recent addition.
We're a very patriotic community, and so it seemed to be a perfect fit. And in the beginning, we kind of had as our logo, you know, you go up to the mountain and you see 4 presidents. Now come back down to Rapid City and see all of them.
DALLERIE Davis is the co-founder of the City of Presidents Project, which was created in 2000 to teach people about history.
And if you don't know history, then you don't know that some of the things that are happening today are not really all that outrageous, because we've always had a lot of presidential conflict. But it's happened before, and it will happen again.
Davis says each president has done something wrong and something to be proud of. Rapid City Mayor Steve Allender agrees.
I think it's ludicrous to think that tearing down select statues will make anyone feel better. No one's going to tear these statues down. They're highly valued. We're not debating whether we should erase names out of textbooks or off of the internet. A statue in Rapid City, South Dakota plays little significance in the overall social justice dilemma that we seem to be facing in America.
Allender says each presidential statue is important because together they represent all the stepping stones that led our country to where we are today. Visitors like KEIRA Miller and Daniel MELLO often stop to look.
A lot of them depict something about the president's personality that I maybe didn't know, which is pretty cool. Like seeing, I think it was Gerald Ford had a dog with him.
MELLO and his family are from California. They came to the Black Hills to see Mount Rushmore, and they were excited to learn about the City of Presidents in nearby Rapid City.
My family and I, my 2 boys and my wife, really love presidential history. So my 2 boys have all the presidents memorized, for example, and so they all had their favorite presidents. You know, James Garfield, the youngest one, and then our oldest one likes Abraham Lincoln, of course.
Harry Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, Richard Nixon, Gerald Ford, Jimmy Carter.
MELLO says he understands why some people would want to remove statues in other parts of the country. However, he believes despite their flaws, each U.S. president did something great for our country.
I get that, but you know, at some point, you know, where do you draw the line? If we want to criticize every president or every statue for something bad that they've done. You know.
I spoke with the director of the South Dakota Historic Preservation Office, who said that out of the 162 statues of people in the state that he knows of, none of them were Confederates. The director said that during the Civil War, South Dakota was known as a territory and did not belong to the Union or the Confederacy. DALLERIE Davis says the statue of President Donald Trump is already funded for when he finishes his presidency.
And we also have a funder for the first American woman to become president. We've already got her funded. We don't even know who she is yet, but we already have the money for her.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Sydney Thorson.
The South Dakota Historic Preservation Office says that they are still doing research on statues in the state.